When I returned to WWE, I knew not everyone was going to be thrilled. Drew McIntyre made it clear to everyone watching that he was one of those people with an axe to grind. I don't know, maybe it's jealousy that I could be gone for over a decade and still have fans talking about me while he was on top. But then at the 2024 Royal Rumble, Drew nearly took it all away when his Future Shock DDT tore my tricep. So instead of competing at WrestleMania, I had to sit and watch. But I still managed to get involved.
Punk just dropped McIntyre on the table.
And then again at Clash in the Castle.
Oh my God! The balls of CM Punk!
And again at Money in the Bank, ruining Drew's cash-in.
Punk with the title to the face of McIntyre!
Good times. But I was finally cleared to return to action shortly after, and now we could finally settle things in the ring. SummerSlam saw him victorious after some truly atrocious officiating from Seth Rollins, but I'd get my payback at Bash in Berlin when I beat him in a grueling strap match. That put the series at 1-1, with both of us looking to attack the other whenever possible. Now this chaos led to one feasible outcome. It was time for us to go to hell in a cell. Beating Drew at Hell in a Cell was brutal, exhausting, and probably took years off of my life. But getting my arm raised was all worth it. Let's go back to that night, Bad Blood 2024. Get Drew in the cell, and let's show him that you can say whatever you want to about me, but when you bring a man's dog into things, that's a line you do not cross.
Drew McIntyre steps inside Hell for the third time in his career.
From Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 275 pounds, Drew McIntyre!
He's yet to win this matchup. Most notably, he lost the WWE Championship to Randy Orton in the cell 4 years ago. Tonight, Drew McIntyre hopes to end that losing streak and CM Punk's career. You know, Corey, another interesting... McIntyre made his premium live event debut 15 years and 1 day ago. Ironically, in the Hell in a Cell premium live event. Oh, how Drew McIntyre has come so far from that day.
It has been a complete transformation since those days. This is a vengeful Scottish psychopath before us now, and I don't think anyone has given reason for Drew's wrath more than CM Punk.
It was 27 years ago to the day in St. Louis when the Hell in a Cell structure first surrounded the ring. The Undertaker faced Shawn Michaels in an epic battle. Since that night, Hell in a Cell has made history.
It's made history while simultaneously tearing flesh, shattering bodies, ending careers, and altering lives.
You can see by the look in McIntyre's eyes, he has one mission here tonight: to end CM Punk for good.
Corey, CM Punk in his career is 2-2 in Hell in a Cell matches, but this is his first time in the cell in nearly 11 years. Right here in Atlanta, CM Punk actually had a Hell in a Cell match and walked out victorious.
Yeah, but with all the disdain between Punk and McIntyre, I will be surprised to see anybody walking out of this structure in one piece tonight.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
And And there's really no room to mince words. These men want to end each other's careers. They want to maim each other. They want to send each other to the hospital.
Well, if sending your opponent to the emergency room is the prime objective, I can't think of a more suitable setting. Punk has to tap into that side of himself tonight if he wants to walk out of the cell, or out of Atlanta at all. He said that Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
McIntyre said earlier, this is not going to be a classic. This is not going to be cinema. This is going to be mutually assured destruction. This is the final match. Action in what has already been a brutal series between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. This is the 53rd match in history being settled inside this 20-foot-high steel structure.
This is the only place it could have ended between these two. Drew has vowed to destroy the man who taught him how to hate. Punk knows in order to destroy the monster, he has to become a monster.
Just sent crashing to the arena floor. Looking to explore every inch of hell here now. No telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
Pulling out the sledgehammer. This match is taking a dark turn now.
Under the ropes and back into the ring. Just bashing them with that hammer. God,
With the full force of the sledgehammer.
this is just turning into a savage display of violence.
Oh!
Letting out every ounce of frustration and rage and then some.
And he finds a way to elude that attack.
We've had the opportunity to talk to some of the legends who have been in Hell in a Cell over the years. You ask a guy like The Undertaker, Wade, who's been inside this structure 14 times in his career. Every time he left, he was never the same.
That in and of itself is nothing short of miraculous. I doubt that record will ever be topped.
And how long can you last? How deep can you dig? How long will you be locked in this structure? You ask guys like Triple H and Shawn Michaels, who had the longest ever Hell in a Cell match in over 47 minutes. Will Punk and McIntyre go longer than that tonight?
You gotta think about this. Drew McIntyre has never won inside Hell in a Cell. Punk has. That's gonna be adding even more to this match for Drew tonight.
Yeah, McIntyre has been successful in unleashing all of his mind games on Punk leading up to this point. But is that
got him right where he wants him?
Gets his shoulder up before the 2 count.
He breaks the count before the 2, still putting up a hell of a fight.
He's able to reverse it.
Punk now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it into the...
He makes the choice to abandon the hold. Climbing to the top. What's he have in store?
Wants to finish this.
From the top. Diving double axe handle.
We're going to crank on that arm now.
Punch to the face. Hoisted up high here. Check your face after that one.
This fight will not go down as a 5-star wrestling classic, that is for sure. These men want to punish and maim one another.
Limited only by the confines of a cell and their own imaginations.
Very few men are ever the same when they walk out of this structure.
Maybe looking for a power bomb here.
Fighting out. Hammering away with punches to the face.
Each shot landing with a little bit more venom.
Counters.
Blow after blow. Test of endurance at this point.
The fight is on, and it's furious.
Oh, man.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs. Oh, clothesline! It's never been a matter of self-preservation with anybody
CM Punk. Uh-oh. McIntyre a step ahead there.
Momentum going back to Punk's corner.
Punk. Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects. And now, an Anna.
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
And Punk now lifting his opponent up. And back go to sleep. Will that sew this up for Punk?
Looking like John Henry swinging the hammer like that.
McIntyre is getting dismantled.
McIntyre tempted the devil inside the Second City Saints, and he's paying for it now.
Punk and McIntyre might be setting a whole new standard of brutality in this business.
Fighting like there is no tomorrow because, for one of these men, there might not be.
Corey, you probably know CM Punk better than any of us. You've seen Punk. You've seen the good and the bad side of this man.
Yeah, but even myself...
Hit on CM Punk. And only gets a 1 count.
Somehow they still manage to have enough energy for a relatively quick kick out.
Punk wasting no motion on the counter.
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Go to sleep. The lights are dimming for McIntyre.
All right, he's got to refocus up now.
He's locking in the target. Just a matter of time. Hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark.
We all knew this wasn't going to be a 5-star wrestling classic.
An incredible...
Face first.
Setting up.
It's locked.
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in. And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
Oh, did you hear that? And let's not forget the obsession Drew McIntyre had with Punk and what Punk has cost McIntyre on a number of occasions. That being the World Championship, including WrestleMania.
An eye for an eye, Punk would say. Just karma for McIntyre, who injured Punk, costing him an opportunity at WrestleMania.
Drew's own wife has become second best in his heart. That is how deep Drew's hatred for CM Punk runs.
And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Punk finding the will to turn the... About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. Sharpshooters.
And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold.
What's it going to take to win? Escape just in time.
And Punk just thrown out of the way. Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure.
Oh, man.
And he's pulled the ring apron up, looking under there for something.
Got a wrench. Looking to tune someone up.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. And now McIntyre is being neutralized.
McIntyre's going to have to figure something out.
And further punishment getting aimed at the skull here.
That's a good target. Damage done there is felt throughout the entire body.
Just trying to pound their opponent into the ground even further. No doubt about it. This is just adding extreme insult to injury.
I'm going to say it.
This Claymore connects. Here's the pin attempt. Kicked out at one. Even the ref can't believe it.
Just barely more than one. What on earth are we witnessing?
And now McIntyre's at a loss as his mind races to rethink his attack.
Drew has to be looking for that kill shot right now. He has Punk right where he wants it. And a Claymore out of nowhere. Is it enough to overcome
Shoulders
Punk?
are down. And a kick out.
You cannot kill CM Punk. Somehow, some way, Punk will always find a way to survive and continue fighting.
And you know McIntyre loves a challenge, but he better not let his opponent hang around for too long.
And a live crowd doesn't get any hotter than this. On the edge of their seats and then some.
Able to capitalize on McIntyre's mistake. Bang! Ooh! And Punk making his way back to the ring.
Hoisted up, powerbomb, desperate situation, but shots to the head quickly put a stop to that. Whipped clear out of the ring, has to be all out of sorts right now. CM Punk really trying to up the ante at this point as he climbs the turnbuckles and drags his opponent up there too. Arms hooked up. Oh God.
The plunge.
Unbelievable show of force. Boom.
Bam. Houlihan out here.
Quick evasion from him there. Drew anticipated that one. Goes for the kick, but it is caught. And
spectacular counter into a dragon screw.
Oh, he flips that around.
Oh, what a boot.
From above.
Blistering shoulder block.
McIntyre was...
He covers. Is this it?
Could be.
He got the shoulder up in time.
Incredible to think. After everything we've witnessed, we are still at a stalemate. Taken down with a chop block. And it's scouted.
Uh-oh. The top rope. Whiplash neck breaker.
CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there. He's locked in the Anaconda vice grip.
And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here.
And as he stumbles off, he has no clue where he...
Punk missed with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
And remember, that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective, and all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all.
And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
I can only imagine what the sicko has in mind.
The Scottish psychopath cooking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet.
Were the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away.
No! McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh, God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
GTS connects. Cover off the go to sleep by Punk. And he got him. What a win, what a match.
Here is your winner,
CM Punk earned this victory.
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.
For as clear as Drew made it that he was not happy to have me back, it was nothing in comparison to the noise generated about me by the constant thorn in my side, Seth.
Enjoy the show.
Much like Drew, Rollins had a bit of a tantrum when I walked through that curtain at Survivor Series after nearly 10 years away from WWE. I knew we were on a collision course. After Hell in a Cell, I took a little time to heal. Once I felt good, a special request from Paul Heyman led me to joining the OG Bloodline at Survivor Series to help Roman Reigns in his quest to dismantle the new Bloodline. Once that was settled, I focused solely on Seth. We were set to battle at the first Raw of 2025, and after waiting a decade for this opportunity, I certainly wasn't going to let anything go wrong. So let's go back to January 2025, the start of a new era, and beat Seth Rollins in front of the entire world.
Seth freaking Rollins is motivated as we've ever seen him. This is personal.
The people are singing Rollins' song. This is Rollins' battle cry as he heads to war with CM Punk.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
Ladies and gentlemen, over 20 years ago, Seth Rollins got in a car and drove from Iowa to the East Coast to try out for CM Punk's training school. He redefined himself in his craft. Rollins and Punk would reunite briefly in NXT, and then the Shield would become mercenaries for Punk. And Punk would leave WWE for personal and professional reasons. Talk negatively about WWE, while Rollins carried WWE on his back for a decade. CM Punk would return to WWE 14 months ago to huge fanfare, the support of the fans and many in the back, and that didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight. Seth freaking Rollins versus a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk.
And this capacity crowd just exploded. They know exactly what time it is.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
And this is CM Punk's first singles match since October, since that brutal Hell in a Cell match against Drew McIntyre. It's Punk's first match on Monday Night Raw, period, since 2014.
Seth Rollins prides himself on being the absolute workhorse of WWE. You have to imagine he sees that as a point in his favor here, a clear advantage he has over Punk.
CM Punk and Seth Rollins, two men who are completely beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent, their work ethic, and their passion and drive.
But as similar as they are in those respects, where they have diverged has become a point of contention between both of them, which has brought us to this point in the main event of a historic Monday Night Raw.
Survivor Series 2023. The utter dismay on the face of Rollins when CM Punk returned, when hell froze over. These emotions have been building up inside Seth Rollins for the last 14 months.
Seth Rollins says he's fighting for this company, says he couldn't believe that CM Punk verbally tried to tear this place down over the nimbly moving into a schoolboy.
Able to reach the ropes, and he's able to last here. Oh, what a clubbing blow.
If Seth freaking Rollins wants to finally earn a high-profile victory over CM Punk, he's going to have to do everything in his power to resist Punk's mind games.
Well, I agree with that sentiment, Wade, but come on. Let's not pretend that Punk's immune to the psychological attacks the Architect is capable of.
Indeed, guys, Rollins and Punk are two masters at getting under the skin of their opponents. The big question is, who can execute on their plans first?
Time to go for a ride.
Oh, an exploder suplex.
Rollins has to be seeing red now. He is not performing to expectations thus far against Punk.
If you're Seth Rollins, you've got to try to keep the emotions in check. Focus on the task at hand, and that's taking out CM Punk.
Yeah, but Punk's not afraid to play mind games. If Punk's...
Watch out! You gotta be kidding me!
Wiping out the competition, but also possibly yourself.
Sliding back in under the ropes here. Clothesline! Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's first match on Raw in almost 11 years.
The last time Punk competed on WWE's flagship show, it was a week before the 2014 Royal Rumble. And in a little more than 4 weeks, both men will take part in the 2025 Royal Rumble with the aim to earn a main event spot at WrestleMania 41.
I'd say either of these men has a good chance at claiming a main event spot at WrestleMania if they don't destroy each other first.
Corey, I know my notes handy. Who did Punk last face on Raw?
says here he now works with office supplies.
Oh, big power on that clothesline.
Ow!
Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show makes its debut on the biggest streaming service in the world.
And I can think of no matchup more worthy of this show's main event than two generational talents in the form of CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins.
Given the major stakes in this match and the high-profile nature of this event, I expect a lot of leeway from the official in this match. Nobody wants to see this one end in a count-out.
A magical feeling in the air as Seth freaking Rollins faces off against a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk. Two men are beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent and work ethic.
However, there is absolutely no love lost between these two men. Two absolute legends in their own right, but where Rollins carried this company for the past 10 years, Punk went to MMA. He went to other companies and he talked harshly about WWE, all before being welcomed back with open arms.
Yeah, that really didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There's no way that Rollins is going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight.
Big time height on that kick.
Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's first match on Raw in almost 11 years.
The last time Punk competed on WWE's flagship show, it was a week before the 2014 Royal Rumble. And in a little more than 4 weeks, both men will take part in the 2025 Royal Rumble with the aim to earn a main event spot at WrestleMania.
Look out!
Whoa, look out!
What a crushing impact on the outside. Kids, do not try that at home.
If you're Seth Rollins, you've got to try to keep the emotions in check. Focus on the task at hand, and that's taking out CM Punk.
Yeah, but Punk's not afraid to play mind games. If Punk sees an opening to set Rollins off, to take Rollins' eye off the ball, he's going to take it. Rollins simply cannot, under any circumstances, take the bait in this match.
And Punk gets countered there. Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show makes its debut on the biggest streaming service in the world.
And I can think of no matchup more worthy of this show's main event than two generational talents in the form of CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins.
Given the major stakes in this match and the high-profile nature of this event, I expect a lot of leeway from the official in this match. Nobody wants to see this one end in a count-out or disqualification.
Super kick!
That looked nasty. And oh yeah, he's definitely bleeding now. Struck with a calf kick.
This rivalry has been brewing for years and escalating for months. Rollins was seething upon Punk's return at Survivor Series 2023, remembering the years that Punk spent disparaging WWE.
And the tensions grew when Rollins was a special guest referee at SummerSlam last year, counting the pinfall victory for Drew McIntyre over Punk.
Both men with ample reason to despise the other. Now Punk and Rollins fight.
Watch out!
Cross body from the top.
Smack in the corner with incredible velocity.
He gets sent straight down to the floor. He's heading to the outside. Better watch for the referee's count.
Heading into the crowd now. This could get dangerous.
He knows the clock is ticking. Time to stop messing around in the crowd.
Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
That may be true, Corey. A master on the microphone like Punk doesn't often let words of others get to him, but certain actions can still set this man off. Of that, I am sure.
Indeed, we saw Punk lash out at Drew McIntyre recently when the Scottish Warrior stole a bracelet given to Punk by one of his biggest fans that bears the name of Punk's wife and their dog. If Rollins can find something similar to set Punk off, it could give him the mental advantage tonight. Oh, colliding with a barricade. And Punk making his way back to the ring. Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count. Hey, WWE Universe, be prepared for some guests.
And backbreak.
This crowd absolutely getting their money's worth tonight.
Uh-oh.
Maybe navigating back to the ring here. Have to beat the count.
He wants this fight on the outside.
Heading right out in the crowd for whatever reason.
These two are letting this fight take them wherever it wants to go. Out into the chaos of the crowd. Oh, driving the elbow. Time to go for a ride. Bang! What a move! Fighting among the masses.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen.
The go to sleep GTS from Punk.
Seth has got to dig deep now.
Things are heading ringside now.
Traveling into the crowd now.
Have to be mindful of the count, though.
CM Punk had suffered some injuries since his return. In fact, he tore his tricep at the Royal Rumble a year ago and was out of action for over 6 months. Punk says that tonight he's completely healed. But Wade, you're an athlete. Never divulge the extent of your injuries, right?
Oh, I absolutely would. For sympathy.
Real classic.
Takedown. Whenever the crossface gets cinched in, this could be over. CM Punk on the verge of submitting. This is unreal. Looking to free the arm and does just that.
CM Punk looking to show off his power game now. Double underhook backbreaker.
And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
CM Punk from the top rope.
Diving elbow.
Punk in the driver's seat now. He's got Rollins right where he wants him after that.
Stalking from above.
Sky high.
Wow. Cross body.
Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy.
Sent right into the corner. Oh, elbow caught him right on the bridge of the nose. Hit on CM Punk. He's able to beat a 2 count.
Kicking out now sends a very clear message.
He's able to dodge that one in time.
Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect. Looking for the double underhook. Here it comes. Pedigree.
That patented high-impact offense from the visionary. Punk's completely rattled now.
Seth Rollins. Oh, Seth Rollins with a massive stomp.
We've seen this win matches for
Going
Rollins.
for the cover. What? You gotta be kidding me.
How do you even do that? Kicking out at what?
He's perched in the corner. Seth stalking into it.
Calf kick on the money.
If he does not start protecting his head better, it may become the... Punk's had enough. He's... Uh-oh. Seth dodges that attack. Soaring out of the ring goes Punk.
Okay, he should really focus on the match now. We get the point. He's got a mind to count out rules as he heads ringside.
The visionary, the revolutionary, the architect, Seth Rollins, the Second City Saint, the voice of the voiceless, the ever-controversial CM Punk. A match years in the making has come down to...
No! Suicide dive!
Using the ropes to devastating effect.
Like a missile through the air. And he tosses him back in now.
And he is directed into the corner.
Punk's knee to the face. Oh, what a clothesline after the knee. To the face. CM Punk headed to the top rope.
From above.
Up high. Totally missed that one. Spinning kick to the gut. What a counter. Setting course to the top turnbuckle.
From above.
Launching.
Crashing into the barricade with such force.
Oh, my! Boom! Good defense from him. And now he gets back into the ring.
You'll be looking for a neck breaker here.
Forearm to the neck.
Oh, look at this. Oh, kicks.
Capped off with a big one.
Seth's path to victory becoming ever clearer by the moment. He is enacting his plan against Punk to perfection.
Up the rope he goes. From the top. He fails to connect.
Double axe handle smash.
High rent district for CM Punk.
Wants to finish this.
Up high. Spinning kick to the gut. Oh, here you go.
Both arms hooked.
Pedigree.
That could be Punk's demise.
The cover. Somehow he kicked out.
You cannot kill CM Punk. Somehow, some way, Punk will always find a way to survive and continue fighting.
Seth Rollins in deep thought, hoping to conjure one last move to win this. And CM Punk to Rollins off the crossbody. Rollins, though, able to roll through.
Just amazing power and timing from Seth Rollins. We've seen it throughout his career. And now, catching CM Punk with a GTS. Punk rather fortuitously rolling all the way to the outside to safety. Although in hot pursuit now, Seth Rollins.
And Rollins limping around the ring, favoring his leg.
I hit your move. They sing my song. All of this.
And now just mocking and having his way with Punk.
Rollins has waited for this moment for far, far too long. This victory is going to be one of the sweet... Wait a minute!
Oh, my goodness! Cover! Isn't enough and a kick out!
While catching Seth Rollins with his own stomp. And coming within a millisecond of victory here.
And Punk not done yet. Pounding away on Rollins. Frustration setting in.
I mean, years of bad blood and verbal jousts between these two are about to come to a head.
Seth able to counter. GTS looking to deliver one of his own.
Oh, and he connected.
And Punk kicks out.
Opponent doubled over. This doesn't look good. Huge stomp. Here's Seth's big chance.
And the cover. Rollins did it. Seth Rollins just beat CM Punk.
Here is your winner, Seth freaking Rollins.
This has to be pure vindication for Seth Rollins. He beat Punk, extracted the demon, so to speak, and now he can move on, knowing who the true best in the world. A magical feeling in the air as Seth freaking Rollins faces off against a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk. Two men are beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent and work ethic.
However, there is absolutely no love lost between these two men. Two absolute legends in their own right, but where Rollins carried this company for the past 10 years, Punk went to MMA. He went to other companies and he talked harshly about WWE, all before being welcomed back with open arms.
Yeah, that really didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight.
CM Punk playing to the crowd now.
Not sure if he should waste all his time hot-dogging around. Calf kick finds the mark.
Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
That may be true, Corey. A master on the microphone like Punk doesn't often let words of others get to him, but certain actions can still set this man off. Of that, I am sure.
Indeed, we saw Punk lash out at Drew McIntyre recently when the Scottish Warrior stole the bracelet given to Punk by one of his biggest fans that bears the name of Punk's wife and their dog. If Rollins can find something similar to set Punk off, it could give him the mental advantage tonight.
Oh, now sent out into the WWE Universe.
Piercing chop. Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's first match on Raw in almost 11 years.
The last time Punk competed on WWE's flagship show, it was a week before the 2014 Royal Rumble. And in a little more than 4 weeks, both men will take part in the 2025 Royal Rumble with the aim to earn a main event spot at WrestleMania 41.
I'd say either of these men has a good chance at claiming a main event spot at WrestleMania if they don't destroy each other first.
Corey, I don't have my notes handy. Who did Punk last face on Raw?
It says here he now works with office supplies.
CM Punk has been from way up. CM Punk had suffered some injuries since his return. In fact, he's
great trouble here. Can he get it fully locked in?
Exhibiting a crazy amount of strength here. And he very quickly counters. Punk scaling the turnbuckles. And CM Punk to Rollins off the crossbody. Rollins, though, able to roll through.
Just amazing power and timing from Seth Rollins. We've seen it throughout his career. And now, catching CM Punk with a GTS. Punk rather fortuitously rolling all the way to the outside to safety. Although in hot pursuit now, Seth Rollins.
And Rollins limping around the ring, favoring his leg.
I hit your move. They sing my song. All of this.
And now just mocking and having his way with Punk.
Rollins has waited for this moment for far, far too long. This victory is going to be one of the sweet. Wait a minute!
Oh my
catching Seth Rollins with his own stomp and coming within a millisecond of victory here.
And Punk not done yet. Pounding away on Rollins, frustration setting in.
I mean, years of bad blood and verbal jousts between these two are about to come to a head.
Seth able to counter GTS, looking to deliver one of his own.
Oh, and he connected.
And Punk kicks out. I don't know if it's resiliency, I don't know if it's sheer instinct, but I do know that tonight, CM Punk will not allow Rollins to be the better man.
Rollins goes into the cover. This could do it. Shoulder shoots up before two.
His opponent has to be absolutely frustrated right now.
Spinning kick. Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Nails the GTS. That spells doom for Rollins.
Now propped up in the corner.
Oh, forearm connects dead center of the face.
Turns that back on CM Punk. Huge kick connects. He's climbing the turnbuckles to the top. Looking for something big here.
Perched up top.
Off the mark.
Seth turns that away. Oh, just bludgeoning the competition with that blow.
German suplex.
On a well-placed calf kick there.
Choosing to go after the head here. Interesting strategy.
Beautiful neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty. DDT. Forearm to the jaw. Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go. Had it scouted. Now can capitalize.
Able to slip out of that situation.
Looks to climb the top rope.
Blast off.
Splash. Seth Rollins just getting dismantled.
Yeah, now Punk's got Rollins in as vulnerable position as we've ever seen him. CM Punk looking to cinch in the Anaconda Vice.
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter.
CM Punk looking to end things here.
Gonna sleep.
Is it the finishing touch Punk needs? Opponent lifted up. Jaw, meet knee, go to sleep. And another looking to end this once and for all.
Punk wins. Punk beats Rollins.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
What a fight, what a night, and what a win. CM Punk once again showing why he is indeed the best in the world.
This truly was a battle between two men at the absolute top of the mountain when it comes to professional wrestling. This really could have gone either way a number of times, but in the end, Punk had Rollins' number.
Yeah, but don't think this is over for Rollins. If anything, this result is only going to enrage him even more, set him off even more on his self-imposed crusade against CM Punk.
WrestleMania 41 was supposed to be the culmination of all those years of hard work. After all the ups and downs, all roads pointed to the one location I'd always dreamed of, the main event of WrestleMania. My victories over Drew and Seth had shown that I was still at the top of my game. After I eliminated both Roman and Rollins at the 2025 Royal Rumble, I soon found myself tossed over and thrown to the floor. And that allowed Rollins to release all his frustrations, taking Roman out with a stomp, attacking me, and punctuating the whole mess with another stomp on Roman. So when Heyman announced that the three of us would meet in the main event on the first night of WrestleMania 41, that's when I struck. I used my earned favor from Survivor Series to request Heyman be in my corner that night. This infuriated Roman Reigns, who would not listen to reason, insistent that Heyman had turned his back on his tribal chief. And in all the madness, Roman and I both lost sight. We never thought that night would end the way it did.
Oh, no!
Heyman betraying both of us.
Oh, my God! What the hell did we just witness?
I can't think of a better candidate for slingshot tech to address. It took my whole career to get to that main event. So let's go back to WrestleMania 41 and get me the win that I was well on my way to earning. Let's destroy the Architect's plans. Let's show the Oracle that he doesn't see all. And let's force Roman Reigns to acknowledge us.
Here comes Seth freaking Rollins.
The visionary and the revolutionary of WWE.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
Officially the coolest entrance living every man's dream, Seth freaking Rollins.
Las Vegas serenading Seth freaking Rollins.
You guys remember what happened 10 years ago up in California, the Bay Area? Seth Rollins cashing in Money in the Bank in the heist of the century at WrestleMania.
An iconic call for an iconic performance. Seth needs another one of those iconic moments this evening against two of the best this industry has ever seen.
A 14th appearance in WrestleMania, the third time he's been in the main event.
Come to WrestleMania for the wrestling, but stay for the karaoke. We've got a bit of everything tonight here in Vegas.
The OTC has arrived in Sin City.
From Pensacola, Florida, weighing 265 pounds, the OTC, Roman Reigns.
For a record 10th time, Roman Reigns will main event WrestleMania.
A titan of this industry, marching to the ring with his signature celestial swagger, the epitome of ice-cold, effortless cool.
Roman Reigns with a record of 9-3 at WrestleMania. Guys, there are only a handful of men in history with more wins than Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. 3 of those men are The Undertaker, John Cena, and the Game Triple H.
Pressure? What pressure? It's only the main event of WrestleMania. But this is a road Roman Reigns has taken many times before.
This man has a locker at the main event of WrestleMania. This is where Roman Reigns lives.
A lot of questions this week about who would carry the Ulafala to the ring. Paul Heyman would normally do that. Tonight, Roman Reigns come to the ring with the Ulafala on his neck himself. And for the first time in many, many years, Roman Reigns heads into battle alone.
The Ulafala symbolizes the head of the family. And when you talk about Roman Reigns' family, you're talking about one of the most successful and powerful families in the history of wrestling. Tens of thousands of ones to the sky here in Las Vegas.
The Anoa'i family dominance continuing here at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns in a triple threat match for pride and glory. Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is in the main event of WrestleMania.
It has to be a surreal moment for CM Punk.
Accompanied to the ring by WWE Hall of Famer, the Wise Man, Paul Heyman, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins look thoroughly disgusted over the fact that Paul Heyman walked down to the ring with the Second City Saint. It is CM Punk's first WrestleMania match in 12 years. Remember, he missed last year's WrestleMania with a torn triceps, and this year he goes into triple threat action with Reigns and Rollins, 2 men that he cannot stand. Triple threat rules. The first man to gain pinfall or submission will win this match. There are no countouts, no disqualifications. He's won championships, he's made friends, he's made enemies. Tonight is CM Punk's night. Tonight is CM Punk's main event.
Well, pressure has always been CM Punk's playground. The fire has always been burning, and his only addiction is wrestling. Each of these 3 men believe they are the only one who can walk out of here victorious. Roman Reigns to prove his dominance, Seth Rollins to prove his superiority, and CM Punk to prove he's still the best in the world.
Punk has claimed that for him this is just business. And taking Reigns and Rollins out at WrestleMania will get them out of his way so he can accomplish the things he returned to WWE to do, to win titles.
But Reigns and Rollins are not your average roadblocks. They're 2 of the biggest names in WWE for a reason. And they're not about to let CM Punk just have his way.
It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents. In CM Punk's corner tonight, though, the question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him to the dance.
Shoulders down, pinning predicament. He throws his shoulder up before two.
He powers out and is more than ready to keep going.
Get this back into the ring now. The focus squarely on Rollins there as the triple threat rules will continue to be a factor.
So much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal.
Wants to finish this. Oh!
CM Punk who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW run by Paul Heyman when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the wise man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day reign of the Tribal Chief.
But look at everything Roman did for Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career. Riding the gravy train of Roman Reigns, and now to turn his back on him for tonight. He gets back into the ring.
Pouncing with a flash schoolboy here.
Seth out of the pin instantly.
It'll take more than that to hold him down. Brutal club. Up and picture perfect Falcon Arrow.
Roman taking on the offense, but I assure you, the big stage of a WrestleMania main event is not phasing him one bit.
And any one of those shots could take you out for good. And the manager is searching under the ring. He could only be looking for something nefarious down there. Neckbreaker!
You could almost feel the intensity coming from Punk on that attack. Man, that and a quick schoolboy out of nowhere.
Raising the arm before one.
Might have caught a second wind here. Clubbing blow.
And Roman and Seth, two former allies, would make a lot of sense for them to team up with CM Punk.
Roman with his opponent down. We know what he's aiming for here.
That's going to keep Rollins down.
And just chucking Reigns out of the ring.
Look, the welt's already forming from that kendo shot.
Punk looking to impose his will on his opponent, and a double underhook backbreaker.
And his body seems to be the focus of the attack. Time to go for a ride. Oh my God, a steel chair!
Set up in the corner. What is coming next?
He's heading back to the ring.
And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless act. Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi into the...
He just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
Using the arm like a billy club.
Impressive reversal on Rollins.
Oh, clothesline.
Spin kick to the midsection.
Oh, that's a chop you don't want to be on the receiving end of.
Stepping out of the ring here.
And CM Punk looking for support from the crowd.
He's reaching under the ring for anything useful.
Ah, ye old faithful of violent artistry. The kendo stick.
Destroying his opponent.
Bam! God, that disturbing sound of the kendo snapping on flesh.
Beautiful neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
And here we go, returning to the ring.
Cracked with a Mongolian chop.
Kick to the midsection prevents the attack. This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when three men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image, and the man that opened... Taking flight! Look out!
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi,
And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold.
Hooked up, DDT!
And now Reigns is starting to look like a man who realizes he is a tribal chief with no followers to come to his aid. High rent district for CM Punk.
from above.
To the sky. Crossbody from the top. This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each struggling to prove their superiority.
Roman just adding salt to the wound right now.
Sliding into the ring now.
And makes it out.
Bang! He finds a counter.
Going for that power slam, denied. Inverted DDT.
Boom! Snaps the leg across the head.
CM Punk looking. Reigns was waiting for that.
Kicking out before the count. The pin is broken. That could have been it.
We knew this one was going to be good, but Reigns, Rollins, and Punk have outdone all expectations.
Simply some of the best talents we've ever seen in this industry.
Rollins now, opponent defenseless. Stomp into the ground.
Now Rollins needs to end this.
Spin kick to the midsection. Single leg drop kick caught him. Beautiful neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Oh my goodness, what a double-handed chop.
Mongolian chop. CM Punk hoists his opponent down with a GTS. That has Roman counting the lights. Oh, man.
Seth losing any command of this match.
Punk is determined right now.
Oh, that was a stiff shot with a kendo stick. Oh! Oh! Taking full advantage of the foreign object in play here. Back-to-back attacks.
CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there.
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
He's got to be rocked after taking yet another blow to the head.
And now Punk, kick to the midsection of Reigns. Rollins trying to crawl back into this as well.
Rollins trying to prevent that GTS on Reigns, but he's about to eat one himself.
Oh, bang! Spear! Stop! Everybody down!
Oh, what a moment of chaos in this match. If any man here can get a cover, it could be victory, but wait up. Lurking is Paul Heyman with a steel chair.
And no shocker here, handing the chair to his friend, CM Punk. And this, guys, this could be the ultimate betrayal of Roman Reigns.
Oh, Heyman went for a low blow, but caught by CM Punk.
What the hell is Heyman thinking?
And now Punk with a roundhouse kick to Reigns.
Well, Heyman tried to stab his man, CM Punk, in the back, but was denied. But now Rollins with a low blow of his own on Punk. What the hell is going on?
And now Heyman handing the chair to Rollins. What the hell? Oh, no!
The devil's work is afoot tonight.
Plan B all over again.
That pathetic Paul Heyman. He's a damn Judas. How many people's he going to betray?
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, GTS connects. Is it enough for Punk?
Cutter. Kicks out, just kicked out.
A kick out, and Reigns is still in this.
Punk took his...
It could be all over here.
Punk has beaten the odds. Has defeated both Reigns and Rollins.
Here is your winner,
A moment of pure vindication here for CM Punk.
This was a lifetime in the making, and it couldn't have been any harder earned. Punk had to get through Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins to finally taste a main event victory here at WrestleMania.
But now he's done it. The Second City Saint is victorious at the Showcase of the Immortals.
Now that's more like it. Standing triumphant at WrestleMania 41 thanks to you. Something I really like about this slingshot technology is I'm not restricted to only my matches. I have the power to jump into the boots of other superstars and change the course of their career too. And I can think of no better choice than the main event of 1997 Survivor Series. That's right, the infamous night that saw Bret Hart defend his championship against Shawn Michaels. They had so many epic battles, but after a particularly painful loss to Michaels at WrestleMania 12, Bret would take a sabbatical from WWE, eventually returning late in 1996. By the spring of 1997, things were much different than WWE. Bret and his family had reformed a bigger and better Hart Foundation, while Shawn and his friends created DX.
Are you ready?
The two groups despised each other, and after months of chaos, it all led to Survivor Series. And it was on that night that Shawn would steal the championship and send Bret Hart packing to WCW in an event known as the Montreal Screwjob. It's no secret that I'm a Bret Hart fan, and I consider him one of the greatest of all time. So let's hop into Bret's boots and take on Shawn Michaels in his prime, something I never got to do. The plan is simple. Avoid the sharpshooter, and we'll be okay. But if Shawn can apply the hold, we know exactly what is going to happen. Slingshot Tech, take us to the 1997 Survivor Series in Montreal.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
Possibly the two biggest egos in all of wrestling history are about to collide here tonight.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the WWE European Champion, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
How many times have we heard Shawn Michaels say, "I won't lay down for anybody"? And how many times have we heard Bret say, he's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be? It is put up or shut up time for both men.
Well, Shawn Michaels certainly not endearing himself to the fans here in Canada.
Well, HBK is arrogant, but he is the greatest athlete in the history of World Wrestling Entertainment, bar none.
I'd like to see you tell Bret Hart that. You can feel the electricity.
His opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 234 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart.
And what an ovation for the 21-year veteran who debuted at the age of 19 in 1976 in Calgary.
Shawn Michaels would not allow D-Generation X to accompany him to the ring tonight, and likewise, Bret Hart would not allow the Hart Foundation to accompany him either.
You know, this is not about the money. This might not even be about the title.
These two men truly believe in their hearts that they are the better man.
Oh, come on, guys. Let's not kid ourselves. This is all about power. You know it, and I know it.
The WWE Championship, one of the most highly contested titles in the world of professional wrestling. Will Bret Hart remain champion? Will Shawn Michaels carry the gold once again?
This has been one of the most heated rivalries we've ever seen. Bret and Shawn are just so diametrically opposite. I don't think there's any way they could ever coexist peacefully.
It's really a matter of pride versus arrogance, and each of them are guilty of both. You can literally feel how much tension there is in the air here in Montreal.
It's been rumored that if he loses here tonight, this might be Bret's last match in the WWE. That just adds to how much is on the line here. I can't think of two men who are more equally matched than Shawn and Bret. This has been an absolutely incredible year for both of them, possibly the pinnacle of both of their careers.
It'll be interesting to see what the deciding factor in this match is. Right now, you have to think this is all about surviving here at Survivor Series.
Got him in his grasp.
DDT!
Every shot these two throw at each other tonight is being delivered with such venom, such disdain.
Oh, that's to be expected the way these two have been exchanging verbal jabs at each other for a long time now.
I can only put it this way. The words Brett and Sean use for each other are not suitable for children to hear.
To be honest, they're not suitable at a bar either, Wade.
Oh, no, not at all. You'll have quite the ruckus at the pub using the names Brett and Sean have called each other.
Getting back into the ring now.
And a schoolboy catching their opponent by surprise.
Pin attempt by the champion. Early cover for the title. Gets his shoulder up right before two.
I think that early pin was so unexpected, it took a second to figure out what was going on.
And Brett gets countered.
And we all know how good these two men are in the ring. You can argue two of the best to ever do it. But tonight, I don't think either man cares about showing off technical skill. These two just want to fight.
When it's gotten to this level, when it has become so personal, there is nothing else to expect. All that is left is a down and dirty fight between two guys that hate each other's guts.
There's press! There's press!
Barrage of fierce offense.
Straight aggression rained down with unbelievable force, and this could be their path to the title.
Brought down by a crucifix.
Hart pausing to soak up the adulation.
In the corner, has to find a way out of there.
Tail over tea kettle right there.
Figure four. Leg lock.
Needs to find a way out, reversing the pressure. That'll break the hold.
Oh, my God.
Michael's doing what he can to keep his pace in this matchup. Oh, what a quick answer. Wicked clothesline.
Ooh. Swift kick finds its mark. Ooh. Able to steer clear of danger there.
And something Brett has to know is all the attributes Sean possesses, Michaels might have more cardiovascular conditioning here. Michaels is insanely resilient.
Look out!
Suicide dive!
Showing reckless abandon. There was every chance that could have gone wrong, but instead, it was right on the money.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now. Placing him in the corner.
Hitman now dropping his opponent, and what are we cooking up here? Oh my! Figure four leg lock assisted by the ring post! Absolute torture!
Brett's bent on destroying HBK with moves like that.
And he throws the opposition back into the ring. Side Russian leg sweep. And to speak on the elephant in the room, yes, there's been a lot of speculation that if Bret Hart loses this match, this will be his last match in WWE.
Yeah, I tried to get a word from the Hitman earlier today about the rumors, but I was quickly escorted away by his Hart Foundation brethren.
It's a rumor cloud that hangs above the collective minds of this capacity crowd. Such an anxious feeling inside this arena.
Hitman has...
Uh-oh.
Defiant counter from HBK. Into a German suplex. Grabs a hold of HBK.
Lights out. DDT connects.
He's bracing for it.
Oh, belly-to-belly throw. Bret the Hitman Hart trying to fire himself up.
Bulldog plants him.
Wants to finish this.
And Bret on the top rope and the referee knocked down, guys.
Well, took down Shawn Michaels, but accidentally took down the ref in the process. And at this point, all bets are off.
Michaels to the eyes of the Hitman. Shawn taking advantage of the referee's state at the moment. But what is HBK thinking now? Oh,
And now looking for a sharpshooter. Bret Hart's own move. Shawn Michaels trying to turn him on his belly.
And the referee dropped once again as Bret kicked Michaels away.
And another ref's in.
What is going on here?
I guess we're not going to get a screw job tonight, Wade.
Big back body. Drop. He counters with a great reversal.
Counters on counters.
Nice takedown. But a step through. Into the vintage sharpshooter.
Rope's playing the role of savior here.
With a pin for the title.
What's he doing? He had this match in the bag.
Shoulders down to retain. And the count stopped short of 2.
Somehow still has the energy for a quick kick out.
Ascending to the top rope.
From the sky.
Taking a flight to nowhere.
I don't care how tough you are. Hitting the floor from that height has got to hurt. This match has gone above and beyond anything anyone expected tonight.
Neither Shawn.
Lift off.
Diving leg drop from the top rope. The champion into the pin. Bret retains the title.
Here's your winner and still WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart.
You can feel the uncertainty in the air already.
Yeah, who knows what Bret is going to do now?
A lot of questions still unanswered here.
Feels good to execute some long overdue showcase justice. Now, I'd like to switch gears, indulge myself a little, and use this technology to go up against 3 WWE legends that I've dreamed of competing against in a WWE ring. First up is a trip to the land of the extreme, ECW. When I first made it to WWE, I started on their ECW brand, but I always wondered how I'd do in the original ECW. Who would I face, you ask? Who is CM Punk's dream ECW opponent? Well, you know me, I aim high. And if I went to ECW and didn't call out the king of the deathmatch, the hardcore icon, if I didn't call out Cactus Jack to show me what extreme truly means, then what am I even doing here? The most violent of Mick Foley's alter egos, Cactus Jack tormented foes in the United States, Puerto Rico, Japan. Basically anywhere that had glass, barbed wire, and fire was a place he wanted to compete. But I'd want my match to be at Hardcore Heaven 1994, a show made famous when the fans threw so many chairs into the ring it covered both Cactus and Terry Funk as well.
Please do not throw chairs into the ring! Stop the chairs!
Cactus Jack was a master of the Falls Count Anywhere match. It allowed him to be at his very best, and that is exactly what I want here. Whether you take me into battle or side with Cactus, you need to know that you're going to be in for a fight. But proving yourself against CM Punk is just as valuable as proving yourself as CM Punk, so you win either way. And I get to live out my dream no matter what.
CM Punk is here, and he is ready to return to the Extreme.
Falls Count Anywhere in the ECW arena against Cactus Jack. I have a feeling that Extreme will only be scratching the surface during this match.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
Taking nothing away from Punk, an ECW World Champion in his own right. Is he truly ready for tonight? Because the ECW that CM Punk was a part of and the ECW that Cactus Jack was a part of are two completely different breeds.
Very true, but Punk has always embodied the heart and soul of ECW, no matter what era. And we know he's got a big enough chip on his shoulder to want to prove that at any cost tonight.
What we should really worry about is what Cactus Jack plans to do to Punk's heart and soul tonight. Because if Cactus has his way, it won't be pretty. And it won't be for the faint of heart.
CM Punk ready to go to battle. Ready to stand toe-to-toe with ECW's infamous Cactus Jack.
A disturbed, violent man with his sights set on CM Punk.
From Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, weighing in at 287 pounds, Cactus Jack!
Whether it's in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, Tokyo, Japan, or Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Cactus Jack is revered as the most sacred of all hardcore icons around the world. And with the Falls Count Anywhere stipulation tonight, he might just drag CM Punk all the way around the globe during this match. Two men who have no problem making a show of force to get their message across.
And there is no better stipulation in no better venue to make such a show of force than a Falls Count Anywhere match in the ECW arena.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what we're going to see in this match. I just know that if either man has their way, we'll be seeing someone standing tall over a bloody foe.
Well, don't be so sure the winner won't be a bloody mess, too. Cactus Jack may be violence personified, but CM Punk didn't become the best in the world by shying away from getting his hands dirty when the situation calls for it. And in Falls Count Anywhere, you best believe the situation definitely calls for it.
Shin breaker.
Oof! Jack just got out of there.
Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
Using the elbow as a weapon.
CM Punk looking to show off his power game now. Butterfly backbreaker.
A Falls Count Anywhere match certainly lends itself to extreme activity. There are no rules that govern how you score said pinfall or submission. We both know Punk and Jack are certainly able to get extreme.
Both men have strong ties to the birthplace of Extreme, ECW. CM Punk began his career in WWE as part of the ECW brand, with multiple ECW title reigns to his name. Cactus Jack put the company on the map during its infancy and became a multi-time tag team champion during ECW's heyday.
It's once again an ECW original versus some new blood. Let's see which side prevails this time. What happens next is anyone's guess.
I can't wait to see.
Cactus on the receiving end.
Connected hard with the calf kick. Whoa! Piling on with the pylon.
And Cactus Jack is just so unpredictable. When you're in the ring with him, you never quite know what he's going to throw at you.
Well, I'd usually counter that you can't let Cactus get the chance to unleash his particular brand of insanity on you, but that's not a realistic possibility here. Punk just needs to do what he can to keep on Cactus and be even more unpredictable, if he can. Relentless violence is Cactus Jack's stock and trade, but it needs to be CM Punk's as well here.
Time to go for a ride. Bang! What a move! Pow! What a shot!
He's headed straight up that ladder.
And he's made it up the service ladder. Descending the ladder now. Maybe the risk wasn't worth it for him.
Hooked up. DDT.
Spin kick to the midsection.
Bullseye with the back.
Shoulder into the midsection and a pin going for the 3 count.
And he only stays down for a 1 count.
Nice Russian leg sweep.
Standing on production boxes and shipping crates, willing to fight anywhere and everywhere. Oh, bad landing to the floor.
Oh, look at the well-placed elbow right on the mark.
Punk sidesteps out of that. Oh, the DDT delivered.
Carefully measured knee drop.
Gotta respect the strategy to work over the arm. Oh, he cuts it off.
Hooked up, and boom!
What happens next is anyone's guess. I can't wait to see. The stage was not designed to be a battlefield.
Considering all that we've seen over the years, I'm pretty sure everything in WWE, the stage included, was designed just for this.
And here he is, heading back into the ring. Spin kick to the midsection.
Oh, kick directly to the breadbasket.
Strong counter from Punk.
Kick to the stomach.
Set him up. Russian leg sweep. A striking blow.
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Go to sleep.
Cactus with a cause for alarm.
CM Punk headed to the top rope.
Take off. Oh, coming down from way up top.
He's going back up a second time.
Perched up top.
Diving knee drop. Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace. Counters with a claw across the eyes. Setting up for something here.
Driven down face first. The stomp in every single part of his body.
He's got him down. Here we go. He breaks the ref's count after one.
The wear and tear of this match only affected him slightly, it seems.
Oh, what a kick. Spin kick to the midsection. Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Boom! GTS. Now CM Punk needs to end this.
Uh-oh, Punk taking a look under the ring apron now.
Opting for the kendo stick. He's not worried about getting too fancy here. Violent artistry, courtesy of Cactus Jack and CM Punk. That's what this bloodthirsty crowd clearly wanted. And now that is exactly what they are getting. At both of these men's expenses, physically and mentally.
An unrelenting assault being brought to Cactus Jack.
Yeah, CM Punk is looking to inflict as much punishment as he can to truly slow Cactus Jack down.
Side headlock applied. Oh, and a right hand for good measure.
Sadistic glee taking over Cactus Jack right about now. Punk doesn't seem to... Punk now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it into the Anaconda.
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events. Here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
That was a stiff shot with that kendo stick.
Back and forth, neither Punk nor Cactus Jack relenting. Talk about an absolute battle.
A battle of wills with both of these men showing the ultimate willpower. Just an all-time violent classic we're witnessing right now. God Lord, brutally swinging that steel chair.
Come on, this has gone way too far. Just stop this already. Just wail it away with that weapon like there's no tomorrow. This is getting damn dangerous. Counters to gain the advantage.
Both CM Punk and Cactus Jack are well known for their WWE careers, but CM Punk walking in.
He makes the choice to abandon the hold.
Goes into the corner.
Punk now just wailing away on his opponents and dragging them up on the turnbuckles. This will not be pretty. As CM Punk goes, the plunge connects. We've seen that end so many matches. This could be another.
Cover. Good Lord. CM Punk just defeated Cactus Jack in the ECW arena.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
What a violent match this was. CM Punk has to be feeling some kind of catharsis, making it through this and, most importantly, making it through Cactus Jack.
Well, Punk may have won the battle, but the thing about a sadist like Cactus Jack is that he has no problem soldiering on with the war.
Yeah, CM Punk and Cactus Jack just went through hell here. But we know for a fact that's where Cactus Jack feels most comfortable, win or lose. Punk deserves to celebrate, but he should also watch his back from now on.
Oh man, that was wild. The results don't even matter when you're in the ring facing legends and matches you never thought possible. A win, a loss, come on. It's about the moment here, and what a moment that was. Now that I got my ECW experience taken care of, I have my sights set on a man that many consider my dream opponent. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Despite our glaring differences, there's a lot of similarities between us. Give us a microphone and watch us captivate the audience.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
We do not back down from anybody, always ready to fight. Talking trash on an Attitude Era Raw against a prime Rattlesnake simply wasn't in the cards for my career, but at least with slingshot technology, I can make this match happen. All the respect in the world to Steve and every single achievement in his career, but trust that I'm going to bring the fight to him in a no-holds-barred match the second the bell rings. Austin wants to brawl all over the place? He wants weapons? Sounds good to me. Hell, I'm all for it after that fight with Cactus Jack. I've even got a special place in mind. A special arena in Chicago where we can have this all take place. Are you going to back me up and try to take down Stone Cold? Or do you think Steve Austin has my number? No matter what you choose, I'm going to do my best to take the head off the snake.
Son, you're looking at the best there is.
The best in the world, CM Punk.
Ready to try his hand at clobbering a rattlesnake.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
CM Punk has been in many epic battles, fought some of the all-time greats, but he's never faced a challenge like the Texas Rattlesnake.
But that's exactly what Punk came here for. He's not looking for a night off. Punk wants to test himself against a man who he thinks is one of the best to ever put on a pair of boots. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, but we'll see how Punk feels when those boots are stomping a mud hole in his chest.
CM Punk looks ready for this. I might even go so far as to say excited.
Well, it's not every day you get to tangle with a legend. Punk's dreamed of this chance to stare down Steve Austin. The Texas Rattlesnake is here, looking to hunt down CM Punk.
From Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Steve Austin looks ready for a fight.
And he looks even more ready to teach CM Punk a lesson.
CM Punk wanted this. He wanted his shot against Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Well, you get what you ask for, Punk. A tall, cold can of whoop-ass is about to be opened up in that ring. Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk are two of the most defiant, anti-authority, rebellious, irritable men we've ever had the pleasure of watching in the ring. But tonight, we find out who is the toughest SOB of them all.
Yeah, a lot of common ground between... these two. Surely a lot of mutual respect and admiration, but Austin and Punk couldn't help but ask themselves, who's the better man? Bell to bell.
And now we get the privilege of watching them work out the answer here in the ring in what promises to be a chaotic, no-holds-barred match. Punk looking to impose his will on his opponent, and a butterfly backbreaker.
Two men fighting right now that could not be any different when it comes to their backgrounds. Punk has often been a straight-edge antagonist, and Austin is forever known as a beer-swilling hero.
Yeah, these two would probably never hit the town together after a match, but there are so many other elements of their personalities that completely align. Both Punk and Austin are steadfast in their beliefs. They both love to fight more than anything and stand tall as icons of their respective eras.
It's almost like if they weren't so stubborn, they'd make the perfect tag team.
Table behind him now, not where you want to be. Oh, man, through the table.
He'll never be the same after that trip through a table. CM Punk rallying the crowd behind him.
Perched up top. Diving knee drop. Austin in a state of distress now.
Punk has Austin right where he wants him and is not letting up.
When asked about facing CM Punk, Austin claimed that he would push and prod to get the best out of Punk, to give Punk an even bigger mean streak than ever.
I'm not so sure that's humanly possible given the depths we've seen Punk sink to in order to secure a win, but I do not doubt the words of the Rattlesnake. When you're in the ring against Austin, you have to be at your best, and CM Punk will certainly need to compete at his highest level to date in order to secure a win.
What's something Punk has to really take into consideration facing off against old Stone Cold?
Punk has to realize that he can't count as much on his toughness here tonight as usual. Punk's a resilient guy, but Austin's offense can stop anyone dead in their tracks and have them begging for mercy.
Punk now locking in the Anaconda.
Not sure what he's thinking, letting go here.
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Go to sleep.
It's all Punk's for the taking.
When asked about the locker locker room of Punk's prime, Steve Austin was a bit dismissive, saying he'd only need 1 or 2 moves to beat him. As for the top talent like Punk, he's got the shoulders down. This is it. And a kick out at only 1.
You've got to be kidding me. How was he able to kick out at this point?
Neck breaker after the float over. That was pretty. And a kick. Oh, unloading a big kick to the back. My God, guys. Punk's got Austin at his limit. The Rattlesnake is in deep trouble. Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
Axe handle finds its target.
Different in-ring styles from these two men. Punk is methodical with his strikes and submission.
Look at this. What a cross body.
Throwing all caution to the wind.
And boy, did it pay off. Coming back from the outside now. Perhaps looking for some kind of equalizer here.
A baseball bat under the ring. How truly American.
Lands the elbow.
Twisting that left arm there, but a good old smack in the mouth breaks the hold.
Ooh, he fends that off.
Oh, what a stunner.
He just suffered the ultimate humiliation as a competitor.
It's a cover. And a kick out. No one saw that coming.
And a kick out. Feeling the physical and mental toll from almost losing to your own move.
CM Punk thought that was enough. Steve Austin's down. Could this be the end?
It's all over. CM Punk has beaten.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
CM Punk, the best in the world, has stopped the Texas Rattlesnake.
But Austin did not go quietly. This was a no-holds-barred battle to remember. An iconic throwdown between two unruly troublemakers.
And we loved every second of it. Congratulations to CM Punk.
I have one last personal dream match that I'd like to make happen. And since I'm the one controlling the fantasy time travel computer today, it's exactly what we're gonna do. He dominated the cruiserweight scene in WCW, then joined WWE, where he captured European, Intercontinental, and Tag Team Championships in short order. Eddie Guerrero was pure magic in the ring. And while I was still on the indie circuit, I watched Eddie return to WWE using his Latino heat to do the unthinkable. Capture the WWE Championship.
Eddie to the top rope. Frog splash! Frog splash!
Lying, cheating, and stealing his way to the top was the only way Eddie knew how to get things done, and the fans loved him for it. I always hoped that when the day came that I signed with WWE, I'd have the opportunity to perform with Eddie once again. But for now, we'll let Slingshot Tech make the impossible possible. Just like my matches against Cactus Jack and Stone Cold, who you choose is on you. No matter who you choose and no matter what happens in the ring, we're still cool. And Eddie Guerrero will forever be loved and missed. Viva la raza, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a match many thought we would never see. Eddie Guerrero versus CM Punk.
Just listen to this ovation for the Second City Saint.
CM Punk just soaking it in, feeding off his hometown crowd.
This is what Eddie knew he was walking into tonight. The loudest, most passionate ovation you may hear all year.
Yeah, Cole, but Eddie also knows you don't wrestle a crowd. Punk may be feeling invincible right now, but once that bell rings, it's just him and Eddie.
And when you face Eddie Guerrero, things get very real very fast.
This is an emotional matchup for CM Punk, and you better believe Eddie knows that already. These two briefly crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of respect between the two of them right now, but once the bell rings, I expect that to all go out the window.
Latino Heat!
From El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Eddie Guerrero.
Just look at that smirk on Eddie's face. He's eating this up, not being intimidated by all the noise, not being intimidated by Punk.
Eddie can match Punk with his technical ability, he can match him with his mental game, and he can match him on pure fighting spirit. And once upon a time, when they met in the ring before WWE, Eddie had the experience. You have to wonder if Eddie can exploit that and make Punk once again feel like a rookie.
You have to think that Eddie would love nothing more than to take the win from Punk here in front of his home crowd.
Yeah, Cole, but whenever CM Punk is in Chicago, he fights like a man absolutely possessed.
Two of the biggest personalities in WWE colliding here tonight in Chicago. This might be the biggest match of the year.
You can tell there's a lot of respect between Punk and Eddie. Punk idolized Eddie as a teenager, and then the two crossed paths before Punk joined WWE. But even with that mutual respect, I expect the rules to be tested tonight.
Oh, we know Eddie will do that, and Punk has shown he'll adapt when necessary. But at the end of the night in Chicago, only one of them will stand tall.
CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the best to ever do it in that ring. They've crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Indeed, Cole. These two men engaged in multiple battles on the independent circuit during Eddie's brief time away from WWE when Punk was still an in-ring rookie. Punk's raw skills at that point sharpened Eddie enough for Eddie to return to WWE and become a world champion.
But now Punk has the skills and in-ring knowledge that equals that of Latino Heat. So you better believe...
Soaring! Splash! Massive! And another climb. He's making a statement here.
Stalking from above.
Lift off. Cross body from the top.
Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact.
From above.
From the top.
Diving double axe handle. Just putting their body in danger time and time again.
Two men that are the epitome of resilience. Punk and Eddie always fight with everything until that final bell.
This is going to be as much a psychological match as it is a physical one. I'm sure Eddie is looking to lie, cheat, and steal his way to victory here. But I can guarantee that Punk can plan for that.
Uses an elbow to disrupt that attack.
You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a pure wrestling match.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, both men are known to lie, cheat, and steal, but there's an art form to doing so within the limits of the rulebook. Plus, even though both men have lived in the land of extreme, I have a feeling both men will fight with honor tonight.
Uh-oh! Not letting him finish that thought.
Throwing all caution to the wind and flying around like...
Going for it!
What a cross body!
Completely tossing all caution to the wind.
Going for broke.
Punk really looking to drop.
And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here. And he gets set back into the ring. Spinning kick in the gut.
CM Punk has an in-ring IQ that's second to none. But I wonder if even he can plan for a man who immortalized the phrase, lot.
And Punk now lifting his opponent up. And back.
The goal sleep. GTS from Punk.
That's going to keep Guerrero down.
2. What a kick out at 2.
I don't know where Eddie found the energy to kick out after that. It had to be complete instinct.
Punk took his best shot, gave him everything he had, but just couldn't get the pin.
And able to make boot to the leg, takes their opponent down, now twisting them up like a pretzel. In attempt.
And a strong kick out at 1.
He may be down, but somehow he's definitely not out at this point. Punk avoids the attack.
Outside of WWE, Punk and Eddie have had a handful of matches. But when it comes to singles bouts, the record between these men is tied at 1 win apiece, with a time limit draw as well.
You cannot ask for a more even rivalry than that, Michael Cole. Each man is going to pull out all of the stops to earn that final, decisive victory.
Timeout, guys.
Yeah, Eddie, I think he was playing chicken. Strikes with a kick. Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable. Guerrero's falling victim to the onrush right now. And Punk now looking for the pinfall. 1, 2. Punk did it here in Chicago.
Here is your winner,
Two of the biggest.
Personalities in WWE colliding here tonight in Chicago. This might be the biggest match of the year.
You can tell there's a lot of respect between Punk and Eddie. Punk idolized Eddie as a teenager, and then the two crossed paths before Punk joined WWE. But even with that mutual respect,
Blast off!
oh, might be going high risk here.
Wants to finish this.
Take off! Crossbody from the top!
Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace. And he retaliates. You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a pure wrestling match.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, both men are known to lie, cheat, and steal, but there's an art form to doing so within the limits of the rulebook. Plus, even though both men have lived in the land of extreme, I have a feeling both men will fight with honor tonight.
Two men that are the epitome of resilience. Punk and Eddie always fight with everything until that final bell.
This is going to be as much a psychological match as it is a physical one. I'm sure Eddie is looking to lie, cheat, and steal his way to victory here. But I can guarantee that Punk can plan for that. Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Punk proving he's seen this movie before, and Eddie can't find an opening here.
Fisherman suplex.
CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the best to ever do it in that ring. They've crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Indeed, Cole. These two men engaged in multiple battles on the independent circuit during Eddie's brief time away from WWE when Punk was still an in-ring rookie. Punk's raw skills at that point sharpened Eddie enough for Eddie to return to WWE and become a world champion.
But now Punk has the skills and in-ring knowledge that equals that of Latino Heat. So you... Whoa! A
Slingshot cross body.
That was absolutely unreal.
Coming in at breakneck speed. Look out! A slingshot cross body.
Putting it all on the line and coming up big.
Living dangerously to get the upper hand.
CM Punk turning his attention to the WWE Universe now.
Some intimidation tactics from CM Punk.
Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap out of it. Ooh, snaps the leg across the head.
CM Punk has an in-ring IQ that's second to none. But I wonder if even he can plan for a man who immortalized the phrase, lie, cheat, and steal.
Corey, let's not discount that Punk has shown he can be underhanded as well. But something we know about Eddie is that he knows when to dig even deeper into his bag of tricks when facing a more seasoned opponent. I think we'll see some antics from Eddie tonight that even Punk has never seen.
And the momentum.
CM Punk completely dominant, and this will end things. Go to sleep.
No way Eddie's coming back.
Punk's got the Anaconda Vice in, and he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
Spin kick to the midsection. Outside of WWE, Punk and Eddie have had a handful of matches. But when it comes to singles bouts, the record between these men is tied at 1 win apiece, with a time limit draw as well.
You cannot ask for a more even rivalry than that, Michael Cole. Each man is going to pull out all of the stops to earn that final, decisive victory.
Caught that! It reversed it.
This athleticism is off the charts.
Shoulders up before two.
Somehow able to kick out before a 2 count. How is he still going like this?
Spin kick to the midsection.
I know CM Punk, and the man was always confident that he'd reach the mountaintop in WWE. But starting his career, guys his size weren't considered main event talent.
Seeing a guy like Eddie Guerrero, who once competed as a cruiserweight, take on and topple giants of this industry and win top titles in the biggest main events, well, that had to inspire Punk.
It definitely does, Wade, but don't think for a second that the respect Punk has for Eddie breaking those barriers will keep the best in the world from giving everything he has to defeat Latino Heat.
Smartly dipping out of harm's way.
Over neck breaker. Picture perfect. And CM Punk is in control.
Smothering offense from Punk here.
Knee to the face in the corner, follows it up with a short arm clothesline. CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi and textbooks.
He makes the choice to abandon the hold.
And CM Punk looking for support from the crowd.
Oh!
Ooh, just bouncing off the turnbuckle. Punk pounding away. Now he's going to go up to the top rope. What on earth is CM Punk got planned here?
Punk looking to go for broke. Underhooks both arms. Here we go from the very top turnbuckle.
The plunge! Going as big as you can possibly go with that one.
CM Punk playing to the crowd now.
Will he get on with it already? This is a fight. And the momentum is shifting away from Eddie.
Eddie has been snuffed out. Punk now locks in that double underhook. Hoisted up and backbreaker. Staggering to his feet, but he won't like what's coming next.
These two trading one blow after another. Neither competitor is back striking down. Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe. Ooh!
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
This has turned into a violent game of chicken. Who's going to step off the gas first?
The willpower, the sheer guts of these two.
Looking for the suplex all the way up. Look at this power. Oh, no.
Taking out the knee.
Ooh.
Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi.
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
Opponent lifted up. Jaw. Meet knee.
Go to sleep.
Is it enough for Punk?
Two men giving everything they have. Their legacies, their pride, all on the line tonight.
Yeah, and neither.
Eddie into the pin. He breaks the ref's count before two.
Incredible resilience this deep into the match.
Gets driven into the corner.
Textbook scoops.
Going for the pin for the win. And referee cuts off the count at one.
Not quite enough to put him away.
Punk sidesteps out of that.
All right, Hurricane Rana. Oh, what a maneuver. Eddie ascending to the top. Oh, God. Leg sweep. Up and connecting with the Falcon Arrow. Brought down with a DDT. Beautiful neck breaker after the float over. That was pretty. Ooh.
Kick to the vertebrae.
Momentum is really on Punk's side.
Punk is proving hard to deal with. Arm breaker.
Oh, man.
Boot to the knee, just felling their opponent, and now, oh, a pin attempt out of nowhere.
And he kicks out of the pin at one.
This is where great cardio makes all the difference, helping you stay alive deep into the match.
Uranagi by Punk. He turns it. Not sure what he's thinking, letting go here.
On Punk now lifting his opponent up. A backdoor with a GTS. That's going to keep Guerrero down.
A steady stream of moves taking out Eddie.
Eddie needs to start reacting quicker. Attacking the hamstring with knee strikes. Another focused, targeted attack straight to his leg.
And a reversal by Guerrero. Eddie able to take a stand there.
Oh, yeah, he's got a new sense of purpose now.
The springboard attack fails to land.
Hoisted up, double underhook. Weaves out
into a clothesline.
Back and forth. This has been an absolute showcase of fighting spirit from Punk and Guerrero.
Fighting spirit or sheer stubbornness. Either way, everyone in the WWE perched up top.
Knee drop. And CM Punk is in control.
CM Punk is firmly in the driver's seat.
Hoisted up, powerbomb, desperate situation. Simple but effective technique to get out of there.
Spinning kick to the gut.
Ooh, that's going to echo in your ear for a bit.
Punk now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it into the...
He just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
That gets reversed on CM Punk. He's able to counter that. Ooh. A steady stream of moves taking out Eddie.
Guerrero is showing some vulnerabilities in his game. Leaning him against the turnbuckle right here.
Taken down with a body slam. Going to the top rope. What's his plan? On the top.
Blow to the abdomen gets them out of that.
Barbaric clubbing blow. Punk looking to impose his will on his opponent. And backbreaker. Oof. Hard-hitting kick.
And a well-executed move we just saw there. Connecting with a sharp elbow. Climbing up those ropes now. Look at the height. Frog splash.
Make a note, everyone. For years to come, people will be asking, where were you when that match went down?
How could anyone ever forget? Gets the reversal. What a counter. Counter by CM Punk. Spinning kick to the gut. Momentum is really on Punk's side.
Punk is determined right now.
Eddie gets countered. Oh, kick right to the gut.
Punk is pulled in.
DDT! Makes the pin. This might be it. Kicks out before the 2 count.
How this match is still going on defies all reasoning.
Oh, I think I felt that one. Misses on the springboard. Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Go to sleep. And at this point, that has to do it. CM Punk looking to end things here. Nails the GTS.
Now CM Punk needs to end this.
What an interception.
Turned into a dragon screw.
Placed against the turnbuckles. Oh, he saw it coming.
Oh, here we go. And a brainbuster.
Eddie's got Punk seeing more stars than on the Chicago flag. On the top.
Locked in. The knees up could provide a huge turnaround. Spin kick to the midsection.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, GTS connects. Guerrero's on his last breath. Bang! And he responds with a sharp knee to the side of the head.
Huge kick connects. Got the arm trapped. Looking for Levi straw cradle. He gets the kick out after the one.
And clearly, truly taking the concept of fight forever to heart.
Got them off their feet here.
Powerbomb.
That core area really getting lit up.
Top rope for Eddie. From the top. Crash landing. Spin kick to the midsection. Lifted way high to the heavens.
Sit out crucifix powerbomb.
And Punk has got to feel like he did back when he was a rookie. He still doesn't know how to handle Latino Heat. From the top.
Oh, what a counter knees.
That'll buy you some valuable time.
Spinning kick to the gut. Got him where he wants him. Up and
A perfect Falcon Arrow there. CM Punk rallying the crowd behind him. force.
Uranagi by Punk. He turns it into the Anaconda Vice. A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Sharp clothesline hits its mark. Caught with a jawbreaker.
CM Punk hoists his opponent. Got to sleep. Once again going all out.
2 count. Punk did it here in Chicago.
Here is your winner, Punk!
This has to mean so much more for Punk than just a win. Defeating your idol is something few people ever get to experience.
Let alone in front of your hometown, on your native soil.
You can just tell Punk is being overwhelmed with emotion right now.
Slingshot tech creating matches I only thought could happen in my wildest dreams is pretty awesome. But I see another application that, to this point, has not been attempted. I want to see Slingshot tech show me what could have been, too. One of the questions I get more than anything else is some variant of, what do you think would have happened if you stayed with WWE in 2014? Now we have a perfectly viable tool to at least attempt an answer. Hopefully, Slingshot tech is up to the task. While I may not know too much about what the future could have held, I do know that Triple H himself, after having sent his corporate goons after me following the Royal Rumble that year, was sizing me up for a matchup at WrestleMania 30. And I do know that if that match actually happened, I would have absolutely humiliated him in front of the world. Now, there's no question in my mind I'd have run right through him. I'd waited years for this chance. After all his tricks during the summer of 2011, bringing in his friends to attack me, using his corporate position to constantly stack the deck against me.
I'm not picking a fight. I'm just saying be careful who you push. Because you know I like to push back.
I was ready to bring it all back to him tenfold. I'd have buried him. But let's see if you can breathe life into my words. WrestleMania 30, CM Punk takes on Triple H. Time to play the game? Well, Hunter, I hope you realize that CM Punk doesn't play.
The COO, the next World Heavyweight Champion, the Cerebral Assassin, the most powerful man in WWE, Triple H, is here.
From Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 255 pounds, the King, Triple H!
CM Punk wanted the game, and CM Punk's got the game. Let this be a lesson. Be careful what you wish for. Triple H is a 13-time world champion. He lives in the spotlight, and CM Punk may be Icarus flying too close to the sun with this challenge.
Ladies and gentlemen, on paper, this should be a mismatch. Look at the names names that Triple H has competed against in WrestleMania. The Rock and The Undertaker, Batista and Cena and Brock.
Oh, so are you saying that CM Punk has no chance against Triple H tonight? Because Punk's got a nice list of WrestleMania opponents himself.
Absolutely not. Like I said, on paper, it looks like a mismatch, but you can't judge heart and guts. Love him or hate him, CM Punk has heart and guts in spades. It's brought him this far, and you can bet he plans to have it to propel him straight to the main event of WrestleMania tonight.
Well, in this business, plans change, especially when they're up against those plans that are so expertly crafted by a mastermind the likes of the cerebral assassin, Triple H.
This is thunderous!
CM Punk may be the voice of the voiceless, but the WWE Universe is making absolutely sure their voices are being heard pretty well right about now.
A lot at stake in this match. Whoever wins here will be added to tonight's main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. Facing off against the champion, Randy Orton, and the Royal Rumble winner, Batista. No DQs, no countouts. A lot of bad blood between these two superstars.
Yeah, Triple H has promised that CM Punk will never main event WrestleMania, and that he's simply not what's best for business. Punk's looking to prove Triple H wrong tonight.
Punk's looking to embarrass Triple H tonight as well. And Triple H, he's looking to get rid of the CM Punk problem once and for all. Turns that in his favor.
And we have to look at Triple H's motives tonight. It's the COO's duty to ensure the best product for everybody and to position the proper superstars as the face of WWE.
The Authority just don't want CM Punk. That's the long and short of it.
It's a business decision. Not everyone can be the face of the company. Not Airball! Oh, and that mistake could change the complexion of this match.
He's got something coming.
Strong suplex. Capitalizes against the game.
There's a lot to say about these men's thoughts about our business. Who is right or wrong could be a matter of opinion.
Incoming! Crossbody from the top!
Not so fast. Hurricane Rana. And Punk continuing his quest for change, knowing he has to get through the... Face first. Setting up. The Koji clutches it. Trying to escape, and yes, the hold is broken.
Punk dodges out in time. Punk now locks in that double underhook. Hoisted up. Butterfly backbreaker.
Oh, man. The seeds in this battle go back to CM Punk's frustrations with the company. Seeing head figures not listen to the people, not give the best in the world his due.
Yeah, Punk wasn't going to take it anymore. The brass never wanted a guy like CM Punk to succeed. Never wanted to acknowledge his cult of personality. And now Punk is forcing the COO to take notice on our industry's biggest night of the year.
Crisps. Snap suplex.
Reversal from the game.
Good reflexes from him there.
From the top.
Oh, the high risk gave no reward there.
Face first.
The game showing just a small measure of his disdain towards CM Punk.
Ouch. Leg breaker. Trapping the arm. Vicious stomps to the hand. That was a showing of control and aggression, something they'll want to keep up.
And he chooses to leave the ring.
He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about.
Grabbing hold of a kendo stick. This is getting better by the second. Beautiful Falcon Arrow. The action spilling our way now. Might need to take cover. CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there.
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
Off the ropes already forming from that kendo shot.
Boom! This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object. Holding nothing back, striking over and over again. There has to be permanent damage being done right now. This is beyond personal now. This is about putting the competition out of action.
And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here. He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
Uh-oh. Has to find a way out of this. Face first off the apron. Calf kick. Finds the mark.
Sent straight into the barricade.
Spin kick to the midsection.
And a well-placed calf kick there.
I don't know what they're looking for here.
The steel chair. Looks like he's opted to go with the simple but effective statement here.
And that was an effective attack, guys.
This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object. This is beyond personal now. This is about putting the competition out of action.
Come on, stop this. Your point's made. No need to keep on doing this. The game getting picked apart here.
Yeah, Punk clearly hell-bent on putting the... CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
Another attack to the head. Has to be pretty dazed now.
And he slides him back to the mat.
Oh, she has bad intentions now. Removing the turnbuckle pad.
Placed him in the corner.
A scramble in the corner now. CM Punk climbing the ropes. Cooking up something. Looking for something big here to put this one away. Oh, my. The plunge. Will that sew this up for Punk?
Cashing in on that effort.
There's two. Punk did it. Punk's going to the main event of WrestleMania.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
And with this win, CM Punk has punched his ticket to the main event of WrestleMania. Later tonight, vying for the World Heavyweight Championship against Randy Orton and Batista.
Punk can celebrate now, but the worst is yet to come. Main eventing isn't the goal. Winning the main event is. Seth Rollins is here and the crowd is freaking out.
A man who has worked hard to earn their adoration.
The following contest is an I Quit match. There will be no pinfalls, no countouts, and no disqualifications. The only way to achieve victory is to make your opponent say the word, I quit. Making his way to the ring from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
The heat's been turned up. The crowd is singing his song, and there's no denying. Nobody does WrestleMania quite like Seth freaking Rollins.
The man who pulled off the heist of the century at WrestleMania 31, who toppled Roman Reigns and CM Punk at WrestleMania 41, a whole decade later. Seth Rollins has truly slain kings and beasts here at the showcase of the Immortals.
Seth Rollins doesn't just steal WrestleMania when he's on the card. Seth Rollins is WrestleMania. I honestly think it would be fair to call Seth the modern-day Mr. WrestleMania. A superstar who always shows up big time, night in and night out, carrying this company on his back. But when the lights are at their brightest and everything's a whole lot more extravagant, no superstar is more at home than Seth freaking Rollins.
You've got to love this more deadly, more calculating Seth Rollins we see before us. This is a return to form true Seth Rollins fans have been waiting for.
Yeah, the architect of old has returned. Rollins is always plotting his next big move.